Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap, and today I am using the November limited edition kit from My Creative Scrapbook to make these beautiful cards with the kit. I'm going to start by using this piece of craft cardstock from my stash. I'm going to cut it two card bases, 8.5 by 5.5. That makes two A2 cards. So yeah, just cutting that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and fold them, of course. And just to let you know, I will have a link down below in the description. That way you can find the My Creative Scrapbook website in case you're interested in this kit. It is full of the Curiosities in Willow Grove Collection from 49 and Market. And I have a idea of what I'm going to do. On one of my cards, I'm going to have like a solid cardstock backing, and then I'm going to do stripes. And then on the other one, I'm going to have like a 1/3, 2/3 kind of card. And this is the paper that I'm going to use. I cut it to 4 1/4, but I really needed to cut it to 4. So I'm like, I don't think this is right. So yeah, I do need to cut it to 4. So I'm going to take that little scrap off. And here's where I'm going to cut my, now I need to do 5 1/4. And I'm going to do 5 1/4 on both of them. And then for the one card, I'm going to cut it at about 2 inches, I think. And it's going to be floral on the top, and then I'm going to turn it around and use the bottom part, the back for the bottom part. Hope that makes sense. So here's where I'm going to get those scraps of paper and just kind of get them ready to put on one of my cards. I hope I'm making sense. I mean, of course, I make sense in my brain, but my brain is scattered, so I hope I'm making sense for you guys. Basically, I'm just collecting a bunch of strips of paper. So I'm cutting off some branding strips so that I can, use them for these little strips. So here we go. I think that I'm going to stop that with that. So here's how I'm going to set up my cards. One of them, like I said, is like a 1/3, 2/3, and then this one is the back, and I'm going to put stripes on it. Those stripes do not stay. When I go off camera to put my cards together, I find something better to do. So you can see there that that's what I decided to do instead, is just use one big strip. Here's where I'm going to start the embellishing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the flowers that come with the kit, and I'm going to add 2 of the paper flowers. Both of them are from Little Birdie, and yeah, I'm going to use them just like that, as you can see there. And then now here I'm pulling out the laser cut elements and the laser cut foliage to make my cards. So I'm going to use a couple of wordy bits as my sentiments. And then I'm going to use a couple of little flowers to accent my cards some more. I think here's where I find my second sentiment. And I want some flowers for sure. Let's see what I find. I know I'm going to use a big pink one on the left. And I'm going to bring in, I think, an orange one on the right. I'm also going to bring in some stars. I'm going to use 3 stars on each of the cards. So I'm going to pull some of those off of here as well. I didn't want any of the stars with the black lines. I just got the pure gold stars. So here, oh, there's that little flower over there on the right. And then here's this flower over here on the left. And then I'm going to grab a couple of bugs to add to my little cards here. Here's one. I thought about putting the sentiment down there, which would be okay, but I wanted to keep it all together. So we're just going to keep it all together there. And then I'm going to add a bug over there. And then I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to put everything down. So now everything is down. And I needed to add something else just to make a little bit of shine on here. So I'm going to grab a couple, not a couple, but a sequin mix from my stash. And I'm just going to drop some on the card. And then I'm going to glue them down off camera. And then that's going to be my cards. So you can see here that I'm just making sure they look perfect. Making sure that I get them all used. None are lying about. I'm gonna, oh, I forgot I'm going to add some buttons too. Some brown buttons, one on each card. So we're gonna go ahead and add those there. And then now I go off camera and I put them all down, and like I said, those are my cards. So I do have the close-ups coming up for you. Again, if you're interested in this kit, I will have a link down below in the description for you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you come back and join me on my crafty journey. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.